Hello everybody, today's episode is about thinking. I'm a schizophrenic guy. I can't believe my thinking is logical. And I often find my thinking separated into various categories, illusion, delusion, or paranoid, and so on. But I think, more or less, men and women are schizophrenic. So their thinkings are schizophrenic, separated into various subjective, illogical ideas, and we cannot articulate anything in a logical way, but we just believe our ways are logical. And so, for example, I have a cup, and I put this cup onto my hand, and I believe the cup exists in my hand. I'm now shooting this video, and I'm now talking something about kind of a philosophical idea, and I believe I can articulate something in this video. I can report my ideas to you, and yeah, it's not strange. That I believe it is logically correct or logical right, and it's not wrong. And so I can't believe, or I can't prove the existence of this cup, but I just assume it exists in front of me, but I can't prove the existence of this cup because so I just talking something about this cup, but all of such are my subjective judgment. I understand there are numerous scientific discourse, and we can prove the existence of object by mathematical analysis, that we can analyze and various circumstances, environmental issues, and so on by scientific approach. And we believe such circumstances exist in this world. Some problem exists in this world, and we need solve such problem by scientific approach. Yeah, it's not wrong, but I can say I can't prove the existence such problem, such notions, or notion of scientific discourse. I can say all of such discourse is produce my brain or produce my subjective judgment. All of world that I can see now is just my subjective imagination. So of course this is just a radical perspective, and we can say whole world is my brain. And yeah, it's not healthy, of course, and yeah, sometimes we can entertain such idea. And today I want to introduce a book written by Kazushi Hosaka, Reading. This is his essay, 小説の誕生. 小説の誕生 means the birth of novel, the birth of fiction book, and he is a novelist and articulate his philosophical ideas, and he tried to be free from any kind of a biases, prejudices, or kind of a stereotypes in novels. And so we can easily imagine a novelist have a certain style, manner, rule to articulate their idea into their novels, works. And of course, at a university, we can learn how to analyze the form of novels. Hemingway's have a rules. The Fitzgerald have a rules. Even Faulkner possess certain rule to his kind of thinking in his novel. Even James Joyce crush the kind of a conventional way. He destroys completely the conventional way of literature. But James Joyce himself have a certain rule. Can't be free from the essential of literature. So it is a little bit ambiguous. And so we have something good rule to articulate our thinking in our art or novels and so on. And but Kazushi Hosaka doubted. He believed he can be free from such a prejudice or biases, and but he tried to be true to his thinking, and he he won't move. He won't observe his thinking, free thinking, and in his novel, he focused on the story of A, but suddenly jumped to C, or story of D, or story of Z, and he stopped his writing in his writing, and he tried to seize his thinking suddenly and finish his novel. So his teacher is Kojima Nobuo Kojima, and Kojima Nobuo also cut the conclusion of the novel. He finished the novel suddenly, and he published the incomplete novel. Now we can read how weird how unique, or how strange his writing is. His writing is so strange because we cannot predict what he tried to articulate in the end of the novel, because there is no end in his novel, which is it is very strange. And Kazushi Hosaka imitated his way, and he never put the kind of a conclusion in his novel. But but our thinking often try to jump to something without conclusion. So we just assume and there's some conclusion, answer, or correct idea in scientific way. Yeah, it's not wrong, but in any ways, our thinking jump to A, jump to Z, jump to 1, 2, or 100, or so on, and chaos. Our thinking is full of chaos, and so Kazushi Hosaka tried our trait of thinking in his novel, and only novel can contribute to describe the strangeness of our thinking. So today I introduce how illogical our thinkings are, and the discourse I articulated in this video itself is just my subjective idea. So but the discourse, everything is my subjective ideas, can be my subjective idea. So there are infinite loop in my thinking. So, but we can enjoy such strangeness in our being. Our thinking are so strange. Our being itself are strange. We cannot predict anything before or after, or so the present moment or so. I don't know how to say, and I am a little bit confused with these ideas. But this confusion itself can be art, can be illogical art. I love illogical art, yeah, but novel or essay composed of language, words, a series of words, and it's not abstract word. Kazushi Hosaka doesn't deny the trait of language, of course, and so as I say, novel is not abstract word. We need report our feeling, emotion, or thinking thoughts to the readers. Without languages, we cannot compose anything as a form of novel. In this mean, novels depend on logical way. So in this video, I try to report something. Yeah, I try to report how our thinking are illogical in a logical way. I try to my illogical thinking in logical way. This is a language. So Kazushi Hosaka, how free his thinking. How Kazushi Hosaka describe how free his thinking is by kind of a certain form, method. Form and method means a kind of a limitation. We have to limit our ability to articulate some idea, to report some philosophical idea to others. We need the certain limitation. Limitation itself kind of a contradict to freedom. But Kazushi Hosaka used such limitation to articulate his freedom in thinking. So this is art. This is the language of art, and a little bit contradiction. But we are not perfect. We are imperfect nature. And our imperfect nature prefer the limitation to articulate our freedom. Thus, our freedom is limited in our ability. But only art or novel, so can cross to the truth of our kind of ambiguous and contradictory nature that we believe our nature itself contradiction. Thus our being are so deep, which is we ourselves are art. I believe all art should be contradicted or a kind of a there are sometimes certain limitation in our ability, and art can contribute to unpack our limitation, to exposure our feeling, various anger, various sadness, enjoyment as a form of kind of a human ability. So thank you for watching. Today I introduce how our thinkings, how to say. Today I introduce how illogical our thinkings are. Thank you for watching.